Welcome to MTV Glow, where bright conversations always flow. This is MTV Glow, people you should know. Hello, everyone. Welcome to MTV Glow, where you discover the people you should know. Each episode features a real conversation with a member going beyond their title or job description to really understand how they think, who they serve, and what drives their work. The goal is simple: build, know, like, and trust. I'm Rav Mendiratta, your host, and I help law firms grow through AI, SEO, and lead generation. And I believe the best referrals start with genuine conversations. Today's guest is Amrit Dhaliwal, founder of Fin Consulting. With more than 20 years in the health insurance industry, Amrit helps small and mid-sized businesses design employee benefit programs that attract and retain great talent. She works with startups, family-owned businesses, nonprofits, and even international companies entering the US market. So whether it's medical, dental, vision, life, or disability coverage, Amrit helps employers build benefits and strategies that support both their people and their growth. So let's dive in and see what makes Amrit glow. Amrit, welcome to MTV Glow.
Thank you, Gaurav. Thank you for having me.
It's my pleasure. So Amrit, I just talked about what you do, but if we talk about this to a 10-year-old, how would you explain your business?
I would explain that if you go to a doctor's office and the doctor will charge you, for example, 100 just to keep it a round figure without insurance. And if that person had worked with me and I got them insured, they have a card that they can take to the doctor's office, show it to them, and that doctor's office visit can cost them maybe $20 to $30 instead of $100. So there are savings when they have a need to go to the doctors and then get taken care of for any medical related or dental visit or get new eyeglasses. So that's what I help employees of a company get coverage and definitely be seen when there's such need for their health care.
That's nice. So a 10-year-old can pocket $70 every time they see a doctor.
He will definitely see the savings that, yes, okay, go work with Amrit so you can actually get $70 back in your pocket. Yeah.
And I wish the $100 doctor visits were a reality, but we know the market, how that's changed.
I only go into the details that, okay, you have to actually pay for that coverage every month. So you can actually afford that $20 office visit.
Right. I know the finance side and the insurance side is very challenging to understand. But what's a challenge in your industry that you are passionate about solving? And how does it connect or matter to your clients?
So there's a lot of confusion with nowadays age of like ChatGPT, which is on everybody's phone, I'm sure. It's still a lot of information to comprehend. And the options have been simplified since ACA came into the picture, but there is still 4 different tiers of plans. And in each tier, there are multiple plans available, right? Deductible is different, co-insurance is different, copay is different. So if I talk to somebody who has never used the insurance or is new to the country, has never worked in benefits before, it'll all just start creating all this big foggy cloud in their mind, and all these acronyms won't make sense, like PPOs, HMOs, right? HSA, FSA. So that's what my job is as the insurance broker, to simplify it for the common user, for the end user, so they can actually use the plan when there's a need. Majority of the times, if it's simple headache or simple pain, you'll probably reach out to the over-the-counter medicine. Oh, let me just take care of it at home, right? I don't want to schedule an appointment. I don't want to go see them. There'll be probably like follow-up appointments after. But it might be beneficial if you simply do like a call over the phone, talk to a nurse. They can diagnose it right there. Or if she cannot, maybe you should go and get some x-ray done, right? Take some more steps to make sure that there's nothing wrong with your body, so you can avoid any bigger cases.
Yeah.
Care or more expensive care, right? In the future. So my job is to simplify all those acronyms for them so employees can actually use them. They might be scared of high deductible plans, right? But if you put in a perspective that it might work for somebody who's a heavy user and it works for somebody who doesn't use it at all and save the money on this. FS, how does that work? So solving the problem of like complexity of it is definitely a complex, how to use it when you need it and not avoid getting care at the time of when you really need to use the plan.
Great. I love that. Simplify this. So many acronyms that you counted, and I couldn't connect. What does ACA stand for there?
Affordable Care Act.
Affordable Care Act. So, and I still get confused between co-insurance and deductible, and I'm glad we can rely on experts like you. They mystify that for us.
Absolutely. And the carriers change their network pretty much frequently. One dentist who was in network last year might not be in network next. And some of the providers just stopped taking insurance completely. So there are bigger networks like Stanford and they have contracts every year. They negotiate. Sometimes they go out, sometimes they're in. So we keep track of that. And we make sure that our end users are aware that so-and-so provider or the group of providers is in network. And it's always advised, make sure you work with your broker or agent to check the providers for dentist. Everybody has their favorite dentist. They want to change it. And it makes that your new carrier is accepting or has that dentist in network.
That's so interesting. I mean, I have dentist clients, but I wasn't of this fact. Dentists frequently go in and out of the network. So thank you for sharing that.
Absolutely.
All our fellow providers, members listening, how can we best support you? What does a great referral look like in your world?
So I work, Gaurav, with pretty much businesses that have employees, right? Anywhere from 2 and up. We can scale up to 150. 2 to 100 by definition is groups for California. And there are a lot of providers like payroll providers, Gusto, Rippling, ADP. They are entering into benefits and they are trying to benefits on their. So if you have clients on those kind of portals, they can absolutely bring their own. And we can support those clients on different platforms. We have our own proprietary free of charge platform that we can roll out to the clients. It's better to integrate with the payroll or bring in, like Rippling brings in more than just providing the payroll. It's convenient for the HR professional to have these options and have the freedom of picking any platform. I just named a few. I mean, there's plenty of them out in the market. So we work across the. So if there is a client who's keen on using one of platform or technology, we can absolutely support them. And majority of the time, the platforms do not charge any extra fee for bringing your own broker. We market the plans every year. We do open enrollments, of course, on Zoom or and we are the support, the backend support for the client's HR department that we will take care of the claim and simple things as misspelled name on the ID card, right? We can get that changed rather than the HR person reaching out to carrier, the user himself reaching out to the carrier and listening to the beautiful music that they have playing in the background.
Yeah, that's something, right? But I'm glad to hear that you work with platforms like Gusto and Rippling. So that's really awesome. How about companies outside the state? Do you support companies in other states as well?
Yes, I'm licensed in about 20 major states. We worked across state lines, yes.
Nice. That's great. So outside, who's Amrit Dhaliwal? What are you? I'm sure you're involved in many activities. What is something you're proud of, or a story which shows us a different side of you?
I love hiking. Had an outdoor loving dog. We just lost him about 4 weeks. He used to accompany me on the trails. I live in, and we have plethora of trails. We hiked. My husband, he's a trail runner. He's on a different level, but he will slow down on trail. We did Half Dome, and it was amazing experience. The TMB on my list, maybe Kilimanjaro one day. But Half Dome, we started at midnight, like at 1 o'clock. It just hiked up. We kept on going. I think there was blessing in disguise that, okay, we're hiking in dark. So we couldn't see how high we had. Mentally, we knew we have to reach at certain point, but we couldn't. Amazing experience, and came back before it got really hot because it was end of June. So that was amazing experience. Sitting up there, watching the sunrise. We reached around, I think 6, and I had my video on. I just wanted to take it all in up on the base of, we were on top of Subdome. I'm like, I need a break. And the sun was just coming out, and the rays that light up the valley at that hour, it was just amazing.
That's awesome. Half Dome starting at hiking for 5.5 hours. Kudos to you.
Yeah, it was amazing. And yeah, Yosemite itself is beautiful, right? Yeah, that was something.
And I have no doubt that you were Kilimanjaro top as well. So
Great.
I know you've been improvisers before, then you took a break, and then you're awesome in MTV1. Well, what's one tip you would give to your fellow members to maximize their experience?
I've enjoyed Provisors. That's why I came back, joined with you, Richard. One tip that I will advise everyone, guest outside of your home group. Affinity groups are great because they're always in afternoon and majority of them are online, right? But guesting in different groups give you the flavor of different professions, different people, right? And each group leader is putting their best out there. It's run differently and their personalities are different. I've started guesting in San Francisco groups very recently, and it's been amazing. I know it's an effort to like leave the house at 5:30 to reach there at 7. It's been fantastic, Gaurav. I enjoy meeting new people and connecting the dots and see how they operate and what their business is, how I can connect them with further maybe clients or power partners. Yeah, it's been great. And go and give a testimonial to that person who gave you business or connected you with somebody in their home group. So I always have to remind myself that, yeah, I need to go do it in person.
That's awesome. I like the flavors of different providers groups. So thank you so much for that tip. And being on MTV Glow, you've inspired me to start hiking, and hopefully I'll do the Half Dome next year.
Yeah, if you can do 75 hard, you can absolutely climb up Dome. Yeah.
I think that's apples to and oranges. Once I've done it, then we should talk about it. But this was great. Thank you so much, Amrit. It was great.
Absolutely.
Get to know you more and build the know, like, and trust. Thank you for being on MTV Glow.
Yep. Thank you for having me, Gaurav. Great talking to you.
MTV Glow, where bright conversations always flow. This is MTV Glow, people you should know.